Moser chose to be last. Now Moser is first. Now Varzalwalton is first.
Hold on. Everything got screwed up. Oh god. Okay, now you guys can hear the background music, right? Chat! Guys, hello! It's me, Animals Ghost. Your friendly host broadcasting to you from this ethereal post to entertain you to the utmost as most as I am possibly able to say hello. Mouser, thank you for visiting Alpha and the Omega. Wait.
Oh boy, what flavor?
I was about to ask, thank you for being the Alpha and the Omega, but Barzal already took first. Again. So thank you, Mouser, for being last. Thank you, Barzal, for being first. And thank you for 100 bits. Hello, Omnis. Hello, everybody. How are you guys? Now, Omnis is first. Passimonium. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. I am, the words for my feelings are complicated, so I'm not gonna go into them. Needless to say, this morning, I come back here to get all set up. And I get all set up, and I'm using my button box that I have had for years, and it's just messing everything up, and now all of my shit's fucked. But it's fine. I am unfucking my shit. Speaking of unfucking shit, now I want to look at unfuck your house. And I'm glad that Allness is here to understand that we're all out of Dreamcatchers, therefore, stopping the Wi-Fi demons is incredibly difficult. But, hold on. Bye, so thank you for being here for 7 streams. I really appreciate. Yeah, I'm sure I've shown it to you before. I'm sure I've shown it to you guys before. It's a crap shot. But just in case, I know it's gonna say that we're watching Stardew Valley. Hiking the bees. But we're not watching Stardew Valley for a moment. We'll watch Unfuck This House.
Has your house been ruined by a home improvement show? I told them I like cars, so they put hubcaps on my walls. Hubcaps on my walls. They said it was funky.
I told them that Christmas was my favorite time of year, so they put Christmas lights everywhere. Everywhere! They put them in the toilet. And I don't mean the bathroom, I mean the toilet. I pee on them, and they spark. Is that safe?
We told them family was the most important thing in our life, so they filled our house with replicas of our family. It's deeply unsettling. I haven't slept in weeks.
My wife is Chinese. My house is now impossibly racist. If I invite my in-laws over, I'll have to get a divorce. That happens every 30 seconds.
Coming to HGTV this fall. Unfuck This House.
They fucked my house.
They fucked my house.
My house? Fucked. Unfuck This House. We'll make it fine.
These are things I gotta show you the weirdness that I am being recommended now. Actually, hold on one sec. Jake Uva is back. Look. I don't know what this channel is. I've never clicked on a thing from this channel, but I do love the thumbnail. Never clicked on a thing from this channel. What the fuck? This I've watched repeatedly. I understand why this is here, but what the fuck are these two? I don't know, but I do like that woman's face melting. It does make me happy. I'm not gonna bite the mic today because I'm not upset. I'm not upset today, so I'm not gonna bite the mic. I am unreasonably anxious. The scandal that Melissa Joan Hart is not a great person. Look! Probably. I don't know. I don't keep up with scandals. You think that... Do I look like a possum who pays attention to bullshit scandals? Do I look like that kind of a possum to you? I'm not that kind of possum. I don't care. I don't know them! They don't matter. And I'll encourage all of you possums, if you don't know them, I'm not gonna do the mic. Yeah, I don't know. You know, we can talk to Flowey and Nelly and Awesome Possum and see if they care about scandals. Maybe they do, and we're just like the weird possums out. Maybe possums are super nosy and they want to know all the things. I'm not doing that again. What the fuck was that? What my brain is doing. I am so fucking anxious. So fucking anxious. Cause next week we're going back to the city. And I'm getting injections in my leg. And And I've been getting injections in my leggies for a while. It's just, I don't know. It's just the fact that we don't have winter tires. And winter has decided finally to show up and stick. So, I'm nervous. Ghostie equal anxious. Yeah, I'm gonna stab the leggies with non-deadly neurotoxin. I know that some places, some people prefer the deadly neurotoxins. I don't prefer the deadly neurotoxins. They don't do that well for me. So we put the non-deadly kind in the leggies, and then the pain goes from like an 8 or 9 on a good day to like a 5 or 6 on a good day. And you know what? I know that most people say that 0 is what you're supposed to be at. Exactly, honest, you understand. I know that most people say that a 0 pain is what you're supposed to be at, but look, I can't do that. Okay, Mauser, how are you gonna handle? By the way, I have to ask. Is the connection stable? I'm asking this because Restream keeps telling me that it's like streaming offline. Streaming offline. So I don't know if Restream's being a bitch. Okay, sweet. The Wi-Fi demons have not killed your connection or infected you. I don't actually know what the Wi-Fi demons are supposed to do.
Now Luca Link's drive is first.
Luca, hello, how are you? I don't know what the Wi-Fi demons are supposed to do. I don't know if they're supposed to infect you or what. Disrupt beast. Oh, Bcadian rhythms. Thank you. I forgot. I don't listen enough to Quirpline. Quirpline is the amazing, radio program out of Innsbruck. You eep. Enjoy your eep. You guys should listen to Quirpline. Oh, QWRP FM, actually. I apologize. It's QWRP FM. They cover all of the local things that you need to know. I slept last night, but I feel like I didn't sleep. Also, I'm almost done with the almost final draft of the next book. I say almost final draft because, like, who knows? Maybe I go in and tinker more. Who knows? I am my own publisher, just like I'm my own model creator in this case. I am the definition of the VTuber. I am my own grandpa. Well, okay, so I've been working on this book for a little over a year. I love it so much. I love Porcupine so much. I'm trying to see. I don't know if I'll be able to see. I'm gonna check a thing and see if I can figure out when I created the oldest document pertaining to the book. No, I don't have that. Okay. I don't have that on this computer, at least. But yeah, I have been working on this book since around the end of finishing off the Alien game. If you guys remember that happened last year, that I was doing with my friends. And as it turns out, you give a possum an idea, and the possum goes, "How?" and then makes a new thing. We're almost done with this, and then I will have to wait for my cover artist to be finished with the cover art, and that will be wonderful. And then I will be trying to do more advertisement for this one because it's important to me, even though it's probably very silly, and I'm very nervous about you guys thinking it's dumb. If you want to see what my writing could be like, then I have a book out currently. It's a sci-fi horror novella that you guys could get. The exclamation mark book only gives you the Amazon link. But really like a blood clot? But the book should be available in physical copy, at least, at other places than Amazon now. So if you've been like, I don't want to buy the book because fuck Amazon, I got you. You can even go to your local library, walk up there and be like, hey, this book, can you get it? And they can go tap, 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 tap. And they find it and they're like, yes. You can get an opossum book in your local library. A book written by an opossum. Very small. Okay, but that's enough of that. That's enough. I'm now embarrassed because I did some chilling, and I guess I should tell you guys that Monday is my birthday. But it's Monday. Small personal, yeah, it does. Possum scratchings. Monday is my birthday, but it's a Monday, so everybody's gonna be at work. So what I'm gonna do on Monday is play probably some Easy Delivery Code, just like hang out with you guys. And then Boa said she has time that we can play something that afternoon. Yeah, you're not gonna be here because you're taking care of family stuff. You're being a wonderful person. So, thank you, Zarbot. So I'm gonna be here for my birthday. We're gonna hang out. And then Tuesday I have to go several hours away to get non-deadly neurotoxins injected into my legs. And then I'm gonna be gone for Wednesday too, because we gotta come back on Wednesday. That's gonna be a several-hour trip. And then Thursday night, I will be back with Thrice. And we're gonna play more Elden Ring. I'm gonna die more times to the giant furry that hates me. And then next Friday, we are gonna have our wonderful Chill Farming Friday. And then Saturday, I'm gonna have friends with just a few friends with me for a little bit of a hangout and have fun. Furry hates that. Furry hates the other furries. Crazy. Fucking crazy. I don't know. No. Thrice is not the giant furry who hates me. Thrice is my friend. He is there to support me. But this man that I don't remember his name because I'm actually really bad with character names and some of this stuff. He is what is his name? What is his name? Elden Ring Serum Agua Furry. Sad you're too giant furry, one hates you, the other one's your friend. I have so many furry friends, and I'm so happy to have all of them. What is man's name? What is man's name? Boss fight. Yes, boss fight. Who is boss fight? Malakath the Black Blade. There we go. There we go. Malakath the Black Blade. He is the one who hates me. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Mouser. If I had actually just paid attention to chat and not been looking at a wiki, I would have seen. Would have seen you much faster. Also, I'm also very nervous because some of you might know this and some of you might not remember. I don't leave the house very often because I'm very immune compromised. So I get sick a lot easier. I don't remember any of them. The only names that I remember, the only name of the person that I fought that I remember is Market. I remember Market. I remember him. Because he had a cool scorpion tail. I liked him. And also we used Aurelia. That was cool. But yeah, I am a Bubba Plus. I am highly immune compromised. I don't leave my house very often. The last time I left my house I think was August. I think. It might have been July. Market. I don't even remember his name. Market. Market. Because she was the first one I met. But yeah, so I'm leaving the house for the first time in months. On Tuesday. And I'm happy to be able to go outside, but I'm also incredibly nervous. Cause it's gonna be a little dangerous. I'm not gonna get sick. I hope. I'm not gonna get sick, but I'm gonna go outside. Yeah. I'll be fine. Well, we're trying out a different hotel this time. And we hope that everything will be good accessibility wise. I guess I can tell you guys because I've told you guys about crazy possum parent things before. So yesterday, hey Matthew, how's it going? Yesterday was American Thanksgiving. Those of you who celebrate, I hope you had a great time. So I sent to the possum parents a happy Thanksgiving. I'm like, hey, I hope you guys have a good time. Mama Pa sent me pictures of the pies she made, and oh my god, I am jealous because I actually do really like her pies. She makes delicious pie. And the reason I can't make those pies that she makes is a lot of it requires standing over a stove for a long time. Like the chocolate pie that she makes, oh my god, it's so delicious. But it does require you to be like over a pot whisking for quite a while. And I can't do that. Anyway, so she's like, yay, happy Thanksgiving. And I'm just like, I'm not even gonna say that I don't, that we're not doing anything for American Thanksgiving. And she goes, hey, so Ghostie, look, I know that you think you're sick, but it's not real. And if it is real, you should get off of your medication, because being on the medication is worse for you than being off of it. The medication that keeps my immune system from eating my brain. Get off of the medication. Keeps my immune system from eating my brain and my spinal cord. Well, you see, that I've heard that kind of medication can have adverse effects down the line. No. What else has adverse effects? Letting your immune system eat your brain. Yeah, so that was my conversation with Mama Paws. And I like that she opened with asking if I actually had the illness. I think Goji's statement to that was, I'm gonna have to have a talk with your mom where we discuss the where we discuss that facts are not subjective. Oh no, Matthew, it would be years. It would be years of progressively losing things. And with the pattern of damage that I have, it would take any ability to walk. It would probably take my ability to have sensation, and my ability to see, and then also stop my eventually stop my lungs from working. I think it's just above a certain is it longitude or latitude that's the horizontal? I never remember. I know that my teacher taught me a thing a long time ago, but I can't remember whether it's that longitude is stretching up so you're really long, or longitude is laying down so you're really long. And I can't remember which one it is. It's above a certain point. Matthew, this is what I grew up with. My parents gaslit me super hard, to the point that I was never sure whether I was actually in reality. Yeah, it around the lifelong illness. Um. Yeah, so it's just really cold above a certain. A simple search can solve this. Is latitude horizontal or vertical? Oh, north south. Okay, so above a certain latitude, it's just very cold right now. We specifically are north enough that we get hit by the polar vortex every year. I am a construct. Look, there was a time, and I don't talk about this super often, so I'm gonna warn you guys, it's a little bit, why does Restream keep saying I'm offline? Guys, I'm worried. I might have to stop the stream and then just do, Twitch. Join you in the jet stream? Look, if Alberta goes to shit, as it looks like it's doing, and we can't, like, pull up, then Goji and I are gonna have to move anyway. Yeah, you got a job that right, the chat stream over there. I don't think that, well, Goji has Australian heritage, but most of his heritage is like, some of you guys are gonna think this is not appropriate, but I need to stress, most of his heritage is, as he says it, Crims and Gypsies. Literally, Black Irish Traveler and Romani people. That is the majority of his heritage. So he doesn't have any claim, like ancestral claim to anything over there. I probably don't either. My parents like to pretend we do. They're like, oh, we were probably, related to royalty. No. No, we were not. But yeah, if Alberta goes the way that the UCP wants, we will have to move because we won't be able to afford staying here. And if we move, we can't go west because BC is bring cash and we have no cash. So we'd probably go to Manitoba or the Maritimes. And then think about it. Then we can create a streamer house with Mauser and Rands. I jest. Okay, the thing I was going to say before I went on that tirade was, I'm going to warn you guys, it is a little dark. If you don't want to hear the possum talk about a very stressful and existential time in her life, please tune out for like 10 minutes, I guess. I really need to put a thing on screen that if I'm talking about like stressful or sad life circumstances. Anyway, so I'll talk about what's going on in Alberta in a minute, but I'm gonna do this first. So when when I was confronted with the idea that the worldview that I grew up in was not entirely true, I decided to do what I had been told I should do my entire life, and that is to go looking for it. Okay, guys, we're gonna go look and see, you know, what does it look? What is the world? And what I found was that I had been lied to quite a lot. And that the majority of my worldview was, based on non-facts. Untruths. And because it was already such a shaky platform to begin with, I had the worst time I've ever had in my life, because I have this thing called depersonalization derealization disorder. It is a type of dissociative disorder where a lot of times you are disconnected from either reality or you as a person. For the majority of my life, I did not recognize myself when I looked in the mirror. There have been times when, like, I don't remember what happened, but I know I acted like I did stuff. No idea what happened. But during this time in my life when I was sorting out, like, what was real and what wasn't, I, for a little bit, became convinced that everything was not real. That is not entirely true. That is not entirely true, Mauser, and I will get to that in a second. I will tell you the view from ground level. Anyway, I thought that the world was constructed and not real. And so I would have these freakouts where I would just, like, push with all my might against a wall because I had become so convinced that if I pushed it over, it was just like plywood and it would fall over and there would be blackness, just like nothingness outside. And I became convinced the sun was not real, the sky was a projection, everything was a stage. And it wasn't like I was the person on the receiving end, it was that everybody was on the receiving end. And that everybody was dealing with a different constructed reality. And we would never actually connect with each other. Sorry, my voice is struggling because it's been so dry. Everybody was dealing with a different constructed reality, and so we would never actually connect with each other. And we were all projections of ourselves in other people's space. And Matthew, thank you for that hydrate. Thank you for watching your streamer. I remember the first time I went and visited Goji. We were in a... This was happening when I was going to visit Goji and stuff. We were in a hotel room in Edmonton. And it was... Thank you for that stretch. And it was like 11 p.m. and it was in the summer, and so if you guys know the latitude of Edmonton, where we live is farther north than that. But at a certain point in the summer, the sun doesn't actually set. It just kind of like dips down below the horizon and then comes back up. And I like lost my shit. And I was just like, I didn't know what was real and what wasn't. And it was, you know, like connecting with another person when you're going through something where you're not sure if you even exist is a head trip on its own. And I went through another one of those. It's like, for those of you who don't know, I grew up in a religious cult. Things were very fucked. Very fucky. And then I moved countries, and I have since gotten rid of my original nationality. After finding out that a lot of the things I was taught growing up were just straight up lies. Just straight up lies, and that was very upsetting. So yeah, there we go. What is going on in Alberta? Well, while some people, yes, are not happy with Ottawa. Thank you, Matthew. So here's the thing. The UCB has twice used notwithstanding clause. One, to stop teachers from striking, instead of doing what the teachers said, that their teachers are like, hey, we'll go back to the negotiation table if you will go back to the negotiation table. And instead UCB went, fuck you, get back to work, no more negotiations for the next, I think it's 3 years. And then they used notwithstanding clause again. Now, notwithstanding clause means essentially like there is no debate on this in Parliament, there are no referendums, there's no voting. It does not matter what the opposition says. It does not matter what the people think. To ban transgender care, I think for people under a certain age, and to ban I think it's under the age of 18, which is like nobody's doing surgeries on kids. But also banning people from being able to be recognized as that in schools. They are floating the idea of using the notwithstanding clause to suddenly ban all abortion, which is fucking insane. They are talking about not doing a split healthcare. That's what they were saying last year. This year, they want to get rid of all public healthcare. They also have made it incredibly difficult to get flu vaccinations and COVID vaccinations. Goji can't even get a COVID vaccination anymore because he is allergic to polyethylene glycol, which is a common stabilizer in a lot of vaccinations. But Alberta, I don't know if this is across Canada, I do know it's in Alberta, refuses to import the kind of vaccination to allow people who have a peg allergy to get. They also now require, if you go to get a COVID vaccination and you're not like immune compromised or over 60, then you have to sign a thing that says if you are found to not be immune compromised or over 60, you have to pay the government, to pay Alberta like $100. Just fucking insane. they also they want to secede from Canada. We're fucking landlocked, you fucking idiots. No, they want to secede from Canada so they can join the US. But the people went around to different communities. It's not Al-Qaeda, no. Not entirely. To get signatures to do a referendum to stay in Canada. And they got the signatures. And the UCP will not fund Elections Alberta to do the referendum. There's a lot of other stuff. This is just the stuff that I can think of off the top of my head. But they're also kind of stalling with a lot of the negotiations with other unions, like the nurses, the one that Goji's part of as well. So we might have like a province-wide strike. There's a lot of people talking about doing wildcat strikes right now, which is strikes that like your union's not on, but like, so they're not giving you support, but they're also not. Yeah, that's fair. And so it's all incredibly frustrating. It's also like part of it is things like the people said we don't want an Alberta police force, so instead they changed how local police are allowed to act. I don't remember the facts on that one, so that I'm like murky on. It was just, it made me mad. Hi, V-Found. How are you? And ultimately, if the changes they want, oh yeah, no, there's a lot of tension. But look, if Albertans are anything, they are spite-filled. That is one thing I have learned in my years living here. They are spite-filled. So whatever side comes out on top, there's gonna be a lot of spite. Regardless, if they do go through with privatization, we will not be able to afford me living here. So we will have to either I commit Sudoku or which I don't think anybody would be happy. Everyone would dislike that. Or we would have to move provinces. You know? And I personally don't want to commit Sudoku, so it'd be incredibly difficult with the amount of medical care I require. It'd be very difficult. So, and I mean, like, I don't like getting political, and so we have been on this tirade for a little bit, and I feel awkward about it. I've talked at length before about all of the bad medical I got in Texas, and this is a little it's a little emotional for me, because when I moved to Canada, it was the first time that I felt like I had politicians who at least weren't lying about what they wanted to do. Like, even if you didn't like what they wanted to do, they were gonna do. Well, and our local is one place. Like if our local went private, then we would have to. We'd have to hope that the other places in driving distance didn't go private, and if they did, then we'd be looking at 5-hour drives anytime we needed anything. To get to the closest city center where there might be something public. So essentially, if it goes half and half, if it goes privatized, we would have to move. And how that would work is we would probably transfer the house's ownership to the family, or we would sell it. And we'd have to sell a lot of our stuff. And then I would be moved to the family compound while Goji went ahead to whatever province that we were trying to get to and got a job and a place to live set up before he could come back and get me. So that's kind of terrifying. Yeah. But if we want to go back to happier things, I have this really cool survival knife. Hey, if Goji can get a job there and we can afford a place there that is accessibility friendly, then sure. You know, I'll take it. Do you have my phobia there? Hold on, do you have my phobia there? Maybe we go north, we go on the shield, we go north. Like, we don't have math problems, we can just go north in Manitoba. You have my phobia? I don't know if I can live there. I don't know if I can live there. Yes. I hate them. I am terrified of them. I still have nightmares about them. I have nightmares where they are, I shouldn't talk about that. That made me think about them. So instead, I'm going to talk about this cool knife I have. It's like a survival type knife. I don't remember what the blade is made out of. Like, it's black blade, and it has a little, like, the silver edge. I love it. And Goji made this paracord tie for it. On the handle. And like a paracord braided tie. And it's really good. I love it. It's hot pink and black. And it has like a really cool textured handle. I love this knife so much. I actually have two knives. This is a smaller, like, survival knife, and then I have a larger knife that I take with me when I go in the car, because it's a safety knife, and it's gigantic. It's like the blade is the size of the entirety of my survival knife. It has like a glass breaker on the handle and a cutter for your seatbelt. And it's really cool. It's really cool. I love it. When we went to the U.S. consulate in Calgary, when I was getting rid of my citizenship, so for a while, Goji and I got into like paracord braiding. I don't know why. I think he thought it was a useful skill, so he bought some paracord and he did some, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. So I started doing it. So I have a lot of paracord braided stuff. Like I have bracelets. I have the thing on this knife. Okay. Have a good day, Mouser. Hope your mom has a good surgery and that you have delicious food later. Okay, bye. Also, there are ads incoming. We haven't even started the game. I've just been yapping. Anyway, so anyway, I have like a paracord braided key ring for my keys and stuff like that, and it's the same hot pink and black that is on my knife. When we went to a consulate in Calgary and they put us through the security, they start pulling out my keys and Goji just sees the pink and black and he's like, looks at me, you didn't. And I'm like, I didn't what? They pull out the keys. He's like, oh, thank God. Well, yeah. Tactical pen. Tactical pen. Tactical pen. I don't know what a tactical pen is. But yeah, I just to let you guys know, it probably won't get so dire that Goji and I have to change provinces. But if we do, then if I'm like, hey guys, I gotta take a small hiatus from the streaming, I will come back. It's just gonna take a while. It's durable for repeating stabbing. That's fair, actually. That's very fair. Okay, we're gonna take an ad break. I am not going anywhere. I'm just gonna sit here and continue to talk to whoever is here, whoever is subscribed, or has Twitch Turbo, or a good ad blocker, or is on YouTube. Cause I'm streaming on YouTube now as well. But yeah. So we're gonna do. Does it tell me that my frames are bad? Like, am I slideshow? Nobody watches on YouTube, probably. Yeah, Chad's dead over there. So yeah, I will hit the ad, and I will see those of you who get ads in 3 minutes. But yeah, I don't expect us to be needing to change provinces. Oh, sweet. I get nervous about it sometimes, but I don't think we will. I hope we don't, because I like here. I have friends here. I don't get to see them often, but they are here. I also have not gone to my local library, ever. Because it's not wheelchair accessible. See, the Frost Heaves keep the Ghostie from entering public buildings. Could you imagine? Could you imagine you wake up one day and Ghostie's like, I'm on hiatus. We gotta move across the country. And then you have no possum? No ghost possum? For who knows how long? No, if we had to do that, we'd figure it out. Figure it out. Sometimes I look at house listings in other provinces because I'm just like, I if we do this? But we don't have the money to just like move on a whim. We'd have to sell most of our stuff. Or alternatively, if we gave the house to the family, then they could rent it out. That'd be sad. I'd lose a lot of shit. But we do it. Ghostie Zillow stream? I would not show you guys where we'd be moving. That'd be silly. You guys could show up and then I'd be sad. I mean, the other question is like, if I have to move provinces and what happens with my neurologist? That'd be a problem. I'd have to find a new neurologist. New neurologist. And who knows how that would be? Not the greatest. Who knows? 10, 9, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome back from ads, theoretically. Okay, now it's time for me to stop playing with my knife and instead we will play Stardew Valley like I'm supposed to be doing, like I'm on the Stardew Valley thing. I mean, there's a lot of stuff, right? There's a lot of stuff that happens everywhere. I don't want to have to find a different home. It's a good home. I think it's raining today. If I remember correctly. We're gonna go down. Into the mines. But before we do that, I am gonna open up the wiki on my phone so I can go look at what Haley's schedule is if it wanes. If it wanes! Rain. I have to wait for 12 p.m. When's her birthday? I think 14. We're gonna go into the sandwich. What's that noise? Highway to the sandwich zone. Yeah, I miss being able to get together with people, but even if we lived somewhere close to other friends, like if we lived close to Mauser, we'd be living close to Rands. So even if we did that, we would not be able to see them often. 'Cause I'm small. And a bubble possum. I'm not a person, I'm two possums in a coat. And we like to claim it's Gucci, but we got it from a goat. Say it's vintage or it's avant-garde, whatever boats your float. But I'm not a person, I'm three possums in a coat. Oh shit. I'm not a person, I am four opossums stacked. We're wrapped up in a fancy robe, we'll tell you that's a fact. You might look a little bigger, that's my goal, snacks are packed. But I'm not a person, I am four opossums stacked. I don't like this section. Because I don't like all of the buzzy mans. Yeah, them. I don't like them. Bye, thank you for the head pats. How are you? Sometimes I make... I am also eepy, I understand. Sometimes I make panic noises even though... I'm not panicked or scared. I think it's because if I make panic noises, then people will pay attention. Which is a really, like, manipulative way of thinking about it, isn't it? Wait, do I have... I forgot. Quartz is, Abigail's thing, isn't it? She likes to eat it. She's secretly a Sableye. Sableye eat, gems and rocks. That's why their favorite snacks are carbinks. Yeah. Just some Pokemon lore for you if you were ever curious. What do Sableyes eat? Carbinks. I think I just get scared because, like, I don't like when things are close to me and I don't know what they are. I mean, theoretically, it's like, okay, but you know what that is. But, do I, though? If it landed on me, would it not hurt? Bees don't hurt you if you're not mean to them. At least in my experience. told the story before, but when I was small, I used to be very scared of bees. Let's go down one more. Come on. Give it to me. Matthew Damon. I don't remember what I was talking about. That's supposed to be a frog. Hi, Linus. Feeling your leak. Very tired. Need to buy something like pizzas for our next excursion. Okay. Have fun, Matthew. Have a good day. Stay safe. Walk so slow. Slowest possum alert. Jojo. No. You know what? I'm really glad that there are other possums. That you guys can be friends with. Oh, Matthew Damon. Cause I think if I were the only possum you were friends with, I'd be sad. You know? I get the feeling I would be sad if I were the only possum you were friends with. Matthew Damon. Because possums are really cool. And I mean, like, I know that there are possums and there are opossums, and that's different because, like, if you guys didn't know, so the opossum is a North American, native North American marsupial. Marsupial native to North America? I don't know. There are 103 different species of opossums in North, Central, and South America. And opossums are really interesting creatures. They actually have been around since the time of the dinosaurs. And and so they actually survived Earth's last extinction event, which is really cool. Them, along with crocodiles, are considered living fossils. But I don't know. I think they're really cool. I think they're amazing. I love them. But possums, so settlers came to North American continent. And they saw these little creatures. And they asked the locals, hey, what's this? And they said, oh, that's an opossum. And then when they talked about opossums, and they sent, you know, their findings and stuff back to, their homelands. They, they talked about possums. So when the settlers eventually went on to Australia and they saw what we would call an Australian possum, they were like, that sounds like the same thing. Silly. Ah, the axe, yes. Gotta get more stuff to plant. I think we need one of these and one of these. Let's go say hi to Toaster first. Yeah, we have a wonderful toaster kitty. One, two, three, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. What I think we're gonna do first is we're gonna go to get Robin's axe. But yeah, so if you ever wondered why is there an opossum and a possum, because settlers were dumb and didn't realize that they were two different things. Even though if you look at them side by side, you're like, holy shit, they're not the same animal. I actually think that the Australian possum is a lot less cute than the North American opossum. And I know that that is not a popular take. Because most people think that the Australian possum is a lot cuter than the opossum. They don't understand. They don't get it. Also, I know that I've been doing a lot of the stuff for our rewards, but I promise that we will get there. Haley. We're not good enough friends. Even though we give her flowers every day. I really like Penny. I think Penny is really cute. You can't talk right now. It's favorite show's on. Sometimes you just feel like you're not a person when you are disabled and you're in like an area, because either everybody is worried about, you know, wanting to make sure you're okay, or they don't look at you. There's been a ton of times where Goji and I will go somewhere and I'll be the person talking to like the service person or whoever, and they'll just look over me to Goji and be like, yeah, so what's the issue? And he's like, she's right here. So that's the thing that happens. Excuse me. Melons! Okay, 14, right? 14? 14. One day that's gonna go up in the air and it's gonna be our hat. And then we'll be so happy we've been doing our cultural ritual of searching through trash cans. Allowed to give her something? Allowed to give her something on a Sunday if it's her birthday? I actually don't know. Sir? I've never had this problem. You know, it probably would have been better if I, like... checked before I came up here. Yay! This was a triumph. Making a note here, huge success. Hard to overstate my satisfaction. Aperture science. We do what we must because we can. For the good of all of us, except the ones who are dead. There's no sense crying over every mistake. You just keep on trying till you run out of cake. And the science gets done, and we make a neat gun for the people who are still alive. Hi. Yeah. If I wanted that, I would need a lot more stuff than I have. Well, I am mostly, more wood. Linus! 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 It's also gonna be a really weird birthday, cause like, because we have to go places, right? I can't actually have a cake. Cause it would get stale. Eh, fuck it. Did I not finish? I didn't finish watering. This shit. Can't believe this shit. I did choose incorrectly for that placement. Did I? I did not, actually. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. There we go. I'm not a person, I'm the possums and a goat. And we like to claim as Gucci, but we got it from a goat. Say it's vintage or it's avocado, whatever floats the boat. I'm not a person, I'm the possums and a goat. I'm not a person, I am for opossums. We're wrapped up in a fancy robe, we'll tell you that's a fact. We might look a little bigger, that's 'cause all our snacks are packed. But I'm not a person, I am for opossums that. I am qualified for this. Mm-hmm. 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 Let's sell the halibut because I'm pretty sure I need the carp. Today is just a chill day where Ghostie is playing video game. And you guys don't really have to worry about it. We're not really doing much. I like hanging out with you guys. Oh, I can get rid of the other two. Okay. You know, I'm super excited about the book almost being done. Cause like I've put so much energy into it. For those of you who are not sure of it, the idea came to me because of the RP, the TTRPG. But it is entirely mine. I say entirely, it's not entirely. Like, nothing is entirely. Because you always come up with things, inspired by, or, you know, in this case, for instance, Haba allowed me to use the likeness and, name of a character that she created. And I really appreciate her for that. And Chris allowed me to do some stuff like that too, which I really appreciate. But I'm just excited because I really like the story I made, and I really like the characters. You think they're cool? And I hope you guys like them too. I know it's silly, and I know that I'm probably taking it way too seriously. But I just love writing in general. I love books. And this has been something that I've wanted, like being a published author, putting stuff out there for people to read. I have wanted for the majority of my life. And it's something that I've worked on crafting really hard. So I know that the story won't, you know, it won't be for everybody. But I am hopeful that, you know, enough of you think it's cool. If we reach a certain threshold of people buying it, I will do a special edition of the book. Like, I'd probably wait until all three, because it's the first of a series, right? There's gonna be 3 books in this series. Anchovies that we need. No, it's a sardine. And this is a anchovy. We do have something for the crab pot bundle, so we might as well put that in there. Oh, yay! Sounds like those raccoons are back again, filthy varmints. You turned up at the right moment, miss. Could you do an old man a favor? Could you go around the corner and scare off those raccoons for me? They've been causing a real mess. Thanks. Make sure you give them a good scare so they never come back. It was me. I'm sorry. I find a lot of hot, fresh food in these cans. Stuff that will go to waste if I don't take it. Yeah, she puts cookies in the fucking trash can. We'll get cookies out of her trash can later. You think there's something wrong with what I'm doing? Not everyone's cut out for this world, Ghostie. You don't know what it's like to be me. I'm not harming anyone. I just want to live my life on my own way. Is that so wrong? No, it's a shame. For food to go to waste. Thanks, Ghostie. I knew you were an open-minded person. I feel good about what I'm doing. I'm not harming anyone. Exactly! Awesome, friend. And then I disappear. Ow! I disappear like right here. There's a portal. Wait. I know what you were doing, Linus. If you need food, just ask. I don't want anyone in Pelican Town to go hungry. Here, I got a basket of zucchini fritters just for you. Just make sure you dip them in my spicy marinara. Go on, take it. By the way, this is day 3 of hoping we see an opossum. Because apparently they were added. I just haven't seen them yet. I may, if we don't see them, look up how to see them. Like how to ensure an opossum. My god, I'm dumb. You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. Okay, we'll put that away, and then we will grab this, because we're gonna try and grab some more, stuff. Some wood. Yeah, I don't know. I get really nervous about my writing because, like, it's very personal. And I care a lot about it. Okay, tomorrow's Egg Festival. The Israel toaster. I think we need a gold cauliflower. What we want to build up to is all of these having sprinklers. I won't be doing iridium sprinklers. I won't be doing iridium sprinklers. Just because I just never have. But just normal, you know. The goal is to have all of them have Wink was. Both have, all of them have sprinklers. By probably the end of the year, I would want to say. Yeah, these are just easy to give to Haley, so that's why I picked them up. We're gonna get our wife just by giving her dandelions. Fuck. And if you're wondering, Ghostie, why are you saying fuck? It's cause, my leg keeps spasming. This will go down as we get, more, like, after my injections. So that's good at least. So, I mean, it'll take a little bit to get to where we want it to be, but it'll be better than it was. Ew, trash. It's almost like they put trash in a trash can. Can you believe that they would put trash in a trash can? Day of all days on Recep Day? I hate it so much. I hate how much I just spasm. If you're kind of like, I don't understand possum pain, that's okay. You don't have to understand possum pain. What you do need to know is that I'm small, and the pain is immense. So that's okay. But yeah, I'm very excited about eventually being able to share my newest book with all of you. I get so nervous. I get so scared. Because what if you guys don't like it? You're like, then I won't read it. And I'm like, I scream as loud as humanly plausible. And, off-ended. You know, I should be trying to become friends with Marnie. Because eventually, the Mary Shorts are going to be in there. And we will need those shorts. Yeah, it is going to be a sci-fi book. I'm not entirely sure how to classify it, and you're like, what was that mouth noise you made? And I'm like, so it is a sci-fi book, and I possibly categorized as a psychological thriller. I don't know. I hesitate to do something like that just because, I really don't want to misrepresent this book. I get nervous because when I was much younger, I actually got a publishing contract, and I was with a publisher and they miscategorized and misrepresented my book in their marketing material. So I actually ended up getting a really bad name for a while there. And it is part of the reason why you'll never get that original series that I put out when I was like, I don't know, tiny. Because the name associated with that book is trash. Because all of the bad press and all of the bad stuff from them mismanaging and misrepresenting the book. And it makes me a little gun shy. And possibly unnecessarily so. You know. I'm sure if it's not technically a psychological thriller, none of you will try to make me incredibly sad. But it does make me nervous. I think that's one of the main reasons why I'm so much happier to put out things like this, where I'm just live and talking aimlessly, than the book stuff, because I get incredibly nervous. I get incredibly nervous because people can be brutal. Goodreads, holy shit. Brutal as fuck. The one thing that I am proud of smaller me for doing though is, and this is a lesson for any of you, okay, who want to do anything that involves other people consuming a thing you made. Reviews are not for you. Especially in writing, reviews are not for you. They're for your consumers. They're for your readers. And so I was very, very proud of myself that even though, like, the series was getting completely bombed, to be honest, some of those reviews were correct. Like, some of those things were just like, yeah, no, I was not a very good writer at that time. I was 18. Fucking 18. Even though I was, you know, young and therefore bad at writing. A lot of the things came from people who came to the series wanting a certain thing and not getting it because they were advertised wrongly by the publisher. And so that is another reason why I get nervous about the idea of like submitting my stuff. Well, two reasons I get nervous about submitting my stuff. One is that, the other is that a lot I've heard, I do not know this for 100% fact, but I have heard that a lot of agents and big time publishers now put your query letters and sample chapters through an AI to decide whether they're good enough. And like, fuck you. Fuck you. Go die in Minecraft. Like, that is not something I am agreeing to. So it makes me gun shy of submitting to a big agency or anything like that, because I'm like, if my whole goal is to write as best as I can and put out the coolest thing that I'm able, and then I have to be super careful because, you know, who knows what this agent or that editor will do. Maybe I just go indie. Maybe I just go indie. And then if people like my stuff enough anyway, and you guys are like, yeah, it's so cool, and you tell your friends, and they tell their friends, like, oh, I'm too late. Then who knows? You know, it could get picked up by someone big anyway. The other thing that I have to say about publishing, I know we're a gaming channel and I'm talking about publishing, but it's important to what I'm wanting to do and what I'm wanting to say. The other thing about it is that in a lot of cases, not all, but there are a lot of cases in which no. Oh right, I've already said hi. I've already said hi to Toaster. If an indie book gets picked up by a big publisher, not always, but sometimes, I'd like to apologize. Oh. Expanding. Well, I can't do that yet. Thank you, Papa Plus. A lot of times they don't actually do a lot of editing. Like, if you're in the book world, you might have this feeling about independently published books that they're not edited well or that they're bad. I know that my novella that is out does have probably at least one spelling mistake or word switch. I was the only one who vetted that book. So this next one has had a lot more eyes on it. Like, not physically atop it. I should. None of my method includes placing eyeballs on physically on anything that I'm using. But I hope y'all understand that I am working very hard to try and make this the best that I can make it. But yeah, so a lot of times people think that books that come from publishers are going to be better edited, but lately it seems like that's not true. I don't know that for sure. I have not had a book out via a publisher for a few years now. So I don't know what anybody else's editing process looks like. I know that when I went through my publisher, I had an editor that was assigned to me, and we worked very closely together, and he was actually quite a good editor. I enjoyed working with him, even though I don't feel like he fully understood what I was trying to do. He was quite a nice man. And, yeah. My worry is that if we... You saw the strawberries. I'm buying all the strawberries I can. That'll be for next spring. Oh, ads are coming. Oh, there are ads incoming again. But I'm gonna do the ads while I go around and talk to everybody, and then once I'm done talking to everybody, I will just wait before we do our egg challenge. Okay, guys? Give me 1 second. Ads. But yeah, I did used to be I did used to be an American, and so this time of year is very like, oh, we're doing Thanksmas. My mom's family is very spread out, so we used to do a combined Christmas, Thanksgiving, when like with her family. It was always like the weekend after Thanksgiving. And I didn't like it because it was right before my birthday, so I always had to be like, eh. I always had to be with part of the family. But I didn't particularly, I don't hate my mom's family, but I don't particularly get along well with my cousins on that side. So it was always kind of a bit of a pain. Oh, also, I guess I can give you guys some good news that, I've been doing a lot of physio, and so I've been able to do a lot more with my legs. Like, they've been bending easier, I can, like, get up out of bed pretty much every time now without even thinking too much. I'm super excited that maybe I'll actually be able to get to the point to walk again this time. I know I keep saying that, but I have hope. I still have hope. Because if I didn't have hope, I wouldn't be trying. But I do. Alright. And if I do, I'm gonna stand up and I'm gonna spin in a circle and I'm gonna scream because that's what I want to do, because I think it'd be fun. Because why not? Welcome back from ads, everybody. Let's have this egg hunt. I hope I can get it. I think I go left, down and left. Yeah, because I go down here and I get this one. think I was supposed to go up and left first, actually. Fine. We're gonna see how badly my my progression has gotten. Because right clicking is difficult. I think we lose. Yeah, because we don't get 8. Fine, we'll get him next time, champ. Yeah, it's Abigail. We'll get it next time, chat. Because I'm not the kind of possum to, restart the day. It's gonna rain today, hooray! That actually means we can probably go into the mine. Sunday. We have to talk to Haley first, though. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually sell all of this. Because we have to talk to Haley. But checking her schedule to make sure. On rainy days, she doesn't come out of her schedule, her room until 12. That is also when Buddy opens for food. So we might be able to buy like a pizza or something. That will get us down to... Because all we need is to get to the next 5, right? Ooh, actually, this could be really good. Okay, we're gonna plant... What? Okay, 7, 9... 14. What am I doing? Those are not. Okay, it's fine. There we go. Now we're gonna go around and mess with trash cans. And generally just waste time until Haley is theoretically out of her room and we can give her a... Hopefully we can give her a daffodil. Hopefully. Mama and Papa sent me some birthday money, and I might use some of it today. For like, I might wait though, cause I kind of want to use it to get food out for me, but also I could wait and get food out on my birthday. But it's gonna be snowing that day. I'll have to look. Because we don't want anybody coming to the, we don't want anybody coming to the, door if it's slippery outside. I don't want them to, slip and fall on our stairs. I think that would be rude. Gross! Soggy newspaper! Also... Okay, we're gonna put that over there. There. And we can go, pick the spring onions. Oh. Ew, it smells. Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers. I think Gunther has the key. Professor Gunther?
Tactical advance. Watch your angles. You guys train
Very
for this.
Amelia! Hello! How's it going? Thank you for the raid. What were you up to? Welcome in, Raiders. I am Adamos Ghost. I'm an Apostle Speed where I play a variety of games. And today we are playing Stardew Valley. Let me do your shoutouts. Obviously, if you need a raid and run, I totally understand. But if you want to stick around, you're more than welcome to. Thank you. 9, 5. We're just having a really chill time. Well, you are more than welcome to hang out. Even if we weren't having a chill time, you'd be welcome to hang out. Let's be honest. But yeah, what were you up to? What do you think he had? I saw a big rusty key fall out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer drawer like this has to... just gotta be a match for a big rusty old key. Subnautica? Hell yeah. There's something moving around down there. I've never played Subnautica. But I've watched people play Subnautica. In fact, that is where, if you guys have ever been around when I'm like, I am not qualified for this. That was actually the introduction from a person's Subnautica playthrough way back in the day. I used to watch a lot of Let's Play content. So a lot of that is just ingrained in my brain. I never played it. I think I'd get really motion sick from it, and that's why I don't play it. But, I think it's really cool. I know I've watched a lot of people enjoy it. I'm pretty sure Goji has it, which means that I have it, because, you know, perks of being married and all that. I'm married, so I get to have, my husband's things as well. How are people's hearts? People don't really have good hearts with me right now. And I can get that up with Haley. Oh no, I'm not scared of that. I just get motion sick. Like, that's the main thing that I would get motion sick about. There's one thing in games that will terrify me. And, Subnautica does not have it. So I am free and clear. Haley! We have to wait for noon. Noon o'clock. Oh, right. I need to go to the Adventurers Guild. Do that, and I still have to build a coop. No, there's literally one thing in video games that scares me. It is my phobia trigger. And that is the only thing that scares me in video games. Give me a deep ocean. Give me a deep space. Give me a deep sandwich. Deepest of sandwiches. Well, like I said, I've watched people play through it. Hey. Yay! What's our hearts? 3 hearts! Fuck yeah, let's go! I live in the existential and the terrifying. So, yeah. We're going to attempt to get to level 15 today. Gonna see if there's already one somewhere. Right there. Okay, so we don't even have to use a single. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha ha. Ha ha. I kill so many slimes. Slime killer. But real quick, I gotta see if there's like coal or something down here. Creep! Creep! Damn it. Selfie with the creep. Oh. Selfie with the crib and ridiculously photogenic crawfish. Why would you do this? Beep. I think the crib is cute. Well, we'll go down until we can't go down. Going down, drinking at the Legion. I met a girl, she rocked my world. She was pretty and pleasing. She said, hey boy, I think that we should marry. And I said sure, but before we do, there is something that you should know. I like liquor and whores. Liquor and whores. Cigarettes and dope and mustard and bologna. Liquor and whores. Liquor and whores. Liquor and whores. Cigarettes and dope and mustard and bologna. Liquor and whores. I used to sing that one a lot more often than I do now. I think I just got, like, nervous about singing it, if that makes sense. Like, that people wouldn't like it if I sang it. It's silly. You guys like when I sing silly songs. What? Matthew Damon? Why can I not click? Sometimes you just, you know... Your body doesn't like you anymore and it won't listen to you. And so you cry into a lean cuisine. The lean cuisine doesn't care. It's a lean cuisine. It's not sentient, it has no feelings. A lot of times I laugh at a lot of these, like... I've seen a lot of articles popping up recently that are like... Are AIs sentient? And the answer is no. We don't have advanced... what is it? Artificial generalized intelligence. We don't have that. We just have essentially glorified chatbots. Which can be fun. I'm not denying that it can be fun. I'm not pretending like people wouldn't be able to find the enjoyment in that. All I'm saying is that no, none of these are conscious. Or, you know, sentient. And if you're like, my chat GPT is talking to me. I mean, in the broadest sense, but it's basically a Mad Lib. That's what it is. It's predicting the next words to go together. I mean, good for it, I guess. But could you stop? go. I don't think we're making it to 20 today. But it just feels like there's like a huge marketing push towards being like, hey guys, did you know? The answer is, buddy, I will fight you in a Walmart parking lot. As we've gone over this many times, it doesn't matter who wins. They will lose. Because you see, if they fight me, and I'm a woman in a wheelchair, and they beat a woman in a wheelchair, well, I still win. At least in the media's eyes. Exactly, Frog. You understand. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. Sleep time for Ghostie in Pelican Town. Oh, hell yeah, let's go. Hell yeah, let's go. Hell yeah. Chat. Because we became friends with Haley, we can go into a room. We don't have to wait. We have to wait for 9 a.m. But we don't have to wait until noon. Yeah, we are so back. Yeah, fish! So I guess I should go grab my fishing rod. Because I can't remember whether it's 20 or 30 is the first one with a fishing place. And it has a special fish. So we're gonna go grab our fishing rod. Fish. I'm gonna sell you. I need my fish. Hello, fish. There he is. He is here. Yeah, fish! We'll go say hi to Grandma and Grandpa, and then we'll go hit up the trash cans down there and say hi to Haley. And then hopefully go say hi to Marnie. And then we'll go to the mines. Greg, I always clean under the cushions. It's your turn this week. You're being childish, Haley. I do the vast majority of the work in this house, and you know it. Oh, it's that new girl from the farm. Oh, hold on. I gotta check her heart events to know which way I'm supposed to answer here. Heart events. Okay. He has a name, you know. Hey, I bet you'll understand my point of view here. Bye, I'm really sorry. Oh, whoa, it's gone. Haley, why not have this be your one weekly job? Bye. Alright, you win. I guess this can be my job every week. Then there won't be any reason to argue over it. Thanks, Ghostie. That was a great solution. I forgot about hard events. Hey! Hey, Haley! The weather's too horrible to go to bed. There. I hope I can get her to 4 hearts before the flower dance. I don't remember when the flower dance is though. Also, I feel better because I feel confident in that we've you know, I'm not I'm actually doing things. Oh, hey, it's salmon berry season. Oh, that means there's no thingy-majigs. You know. Spring onions. Yeah. Those. 50 eyes loud sweating. No, I'm happy because like I've been able to go a little longer these past few like solo streams. And because I was having trouble with that. Just having the stamina to keep going and talk about things and the brain power to think of stuff to talk about. So I'm very proud of myself. Because I'd like to regularly do like 3-4 hour streams. Because I think those are better. In my opinion. They're not forever better all the time. But like, I know that when I view streams, I prefer... Oh, hold on. I gotta kill this crab. I prefer to have longer ones. And maybe that's just me. Because I like... I like having something super long form on while I'm doing things. Also, I wanted to say that if anybody wants to ever do fan art or anything, I am fine with that. I just ask that we not do, like sex stuff. Just because that's not really something I'm down for. I'm a one-partner poss. Which I know is unusual for possums. But I am a monogamous sort. And, I would feel awkward. If it's something that I wasn't, like, commissioning. You know? But yeah, if you guys want to do fan art of me ever, then I really do appreciate it. And I will say thank you. Even though I know that it's probably not gonna happen, because I know I'm very small. And most people like it when, you know, possums are not so small. Yeah, kill him! But that also goes for like characters in my books. If you guys wanted to do art of those, you can. I just, again, unless it's like use common sense. That I know not everybody has common sense, but like I hope you guys have more common sense. Than most possums. Cause like, for instance, the main character of Vede is not an adult. So like, don't be weird. Hey, Crip. Cherry bomb! Oh shit. No! Bridal veil? What? Weird? Yay! Steals my slide! Okay. But I mean, like, blood and gore and body horror are totally fine for any of the other things, you know? In fact, in some cases, it's encouraged. I think we'll end pretty soon, by the way. Probably after we're done. Like, this day? I think that'll be fair. Cause I'm a hungry little possum. Fish! We'll try to catch a couple of them if we can. There once was a cat with a hungry belly. The name of the cat was Whiskers Jelly. His throat was dry and his bowl was bare. Meow me fur cats meow. The mad kittymen come with birds and mice and some tasty numbs. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, Jelly got his boys and they gathered round. Scattered seeds from a sack they found. Hopes those seeds they spread on the ground. Bring small critters a boot. Soon may the kittymen come with birds and mice and some tasty numbs. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. But the gang was bored and morale had dipped. To one of the seeds grew green catnip. Snipped and snacked and they all got ripped. They all had a meal that night. Soon may the kittymen come with birds and mice and some tasty numbs. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Well, their heads were hung when the morn was nigh. The nip was strong and they all got high. Bellies were shrunk and their bowls still dry. Oh, bring us some mice today. Soon may the kittymen come with birds and mice and some tasty numbs. One day when the critters come, we'll eat till our bellies are full. Yeah, there's a lot of really good stuff here. Eee. Our country reeks of trees. Our yaks are really large. And they smell like rotting beef carcasses. And we have to clean up after them. And our saddle sores are the best. We proudly wear women's clothing and earrings and shoots up our skirt. And the buzzards they fly overhead and poisonous snakes will devour us whole. And our bones will bleach in the sun. And we will probably go to houses like a great reward for being the royal Canadian Gilded Yaxman. Yeah, lemons. Wait. Yay! A staircase! Okay, chat, that is where we are going to end for today. I really appreciate you. I had a lot of fun. I am very tired, but that's fine. We're gonna raid somebody. Who are we gonna raid? Let's find out. I'm gonna send you guys over to the Mother Lamari, I think. Really cool. We've been bonding over alien stuff. Okay, chat. You guys have a wonderful day. Eat something delicious. Have something you love. I hope to see you next time. That'll be Monday. But until then,